Hey there. Welcome to Vinyasa. I always do this, like, welcome to my channel, Vinyasa with me. Just a little place where I like to share some of my yoga sequences that I've been doing. Um, yeah, I'm here in the German forest and I'm going to share with you an energizing morning flow. I always feel like when I come out of bed, so I just want to, show you how I can just some little movements can help you wake up your body and just feel great to start the day. So it's going to be quite strong. So if you haven't done yoga before, then just do what you can. Just follow along. Always remember you can lie down and do shavasana, or you can come into child's pose, whatever you feel like. It's going to be about 25 minutes with a little shavasana at the end. So yeah, when you are ready, let's go. So you want to start by standing at the front of your mat. I'm obviously going to stand here to show you what to do. And just pushing into that fleshy bit of your foot beneath the toe. So that's where we want to push into to get optimal balance. Just lengthen our spine. Just pushing into that part of your foot. You're going to start drawing up through the belly button and try and lengthen your spine. Draw your shoulders up towards your ears and then just gently melt them down your back. And just imagine that you're being drawn up through the crown of the head. So you just want to get a nice, tall, strong posture. And you're just going to start to take some nice deep breaths. Just breathing in and then just letting the breath go. Just trying to regulate the breath. Maybe you even want to bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly just to notice where you're breathing in, the diaphragm's rising, and as you breathe out, it's sinking. You're just going to start by taking a nice big stretch overhead. Reach through the fingertips. Look up towards the fingertips. Try and keep your pelvis in a neutral position. Look up. And then you're just going to fold forward from the hips. Hinge down, release the arms, and just hang. And then just take opposite elbows and just wiggle side to side. Just let the breath go. Just really try and draw your chest, your belly button down towards the thighs. You can really keep a nice deep bend in the knees here. And then we're going to just inhale, look forward. And then exhale, bend the knees and fall back down. Keep the breath nice and strong. And then you're just going to inhale and draw yourself all the way back up towards the sky. You're feeling. Bring your hands back down through your heart and just take them down by your side to come into Tadasana, mountain pose. So you can just warm up your wrists. Take them backwards and forwards. And then maybe you want to go for warming up your ankles as well. And then switch the ankles. And then we're just going to take some circles with the head, gently drawing the chin down towards the chest, just warming up the vertebrae and the cervical spine, the neck. I love this movement so much, super simple, but really good for releasing your tight neck. Just really feel into the movement here. And close your eyes. And then we just change direction. Don't worry, we'll get to the energizing part in a minute. It's really important to warm up the body, especially if you've been lying down all night in bed. And then you can take a nice big stretch overhead. Interlace your fingers and then draw them down, bring them behind the head. And then just squeeze the elbows together and gently draw your chin down towards your chest. As you inhale, you're going to lift the gaze up, keep the elbows trying to squeeze towards each other, and just let the head fall back. And gently release, hands down, and then you just want to take a little twist side to side. So just let the arms flow freely, and starting to make some movement with the spine. And then just come to stillness. Begin to take that nice big inhale to draw up once more. And then as you exhale, hinge from the hips to fold forwards. You want to try and keep your spine nice and straight. Exhale, fold all the way down. You can bend your knees. And then inhale, look forward. And exhale, place your hands on the mat. Step back. We're going to take a high plank. Try to make sure that the wrists are on your shoulders. You're squeezing your thighs together. Just keep holding the plank. Starting to activate those core muscles. Push the mat away from you, spread your fingers wide. And then you're just going to bend your knees and ripple up into downward facing dog. Why is downward dog such an important pose in yoga, you ask me? Because we are strengthening the posterior chain, the muscles all the way along the spine, at the same time as strengthening the core, which is also really important for avoiding any sorts of lower back pain around the lumbar spine. Just keep taking nice slow deep breaths. And then you're just going to walk your left foot slightly in towards the middle of the mat and lift your right leg up behind you to come into three-legged dog. And point the toes or flex the toes. And then you're going to look towards your hands, place the foot between the hands, and then just slowly rise up and take a high lunge. Ooh, sliding around there. So you want to make sure that your knee isn't coming forwards over your ankle, always having the joints in alignment. Try and drop the back knee as much as you can. And then we're just going to take a couple of little up and down movements. And then you're just gently going to release the left hand down to the back of the left leg and look over the left shoulder. Just taking a tiny little twist. Try and keep the integrity in that front leg. And keep breathing. And then you're inhaling, coming back up. Drawing your hands down through the heart. Inhaling just a little bit. And then on your next exhale, twist to the outside of the left leg. If you want to open your arms, you can open your arms. Inhaling, draw the arms back up. And then you're just going to drop the back knee, take the back foot down, and just inhale to take a low lunge. So if you want to take a little back bend here, you can take a little back bend. Otherwise, just keep the hip forward. But we're really trying to reach forward through the hips. So the hips are in a nice straight line. Reaching up. And then just place the hands either side of the foot. Take the foot back. You're on all fours. Just want to walk the hands towards you just to make sure that the knees are under the hips and the hands are under the shoulders. You're just going to take a couple of cat-cows. So just drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the chin to your chest. Just take this a couple of times. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. And then maybe you want to just wiggle the hips side to side. Just play around with the movement. Maybe you want to push your hips back to your heels, reach forward, come into Balasana, child's pose, and then just draw it back. Just play around with what you need. And then we're just going to tuck our toes under, hover the knees above the mat, and then just slowly lift the hips up towards the sky. Sit downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Nice slow deep breath, and then you're just going to walk your right foot into the center of the mat, lift the left leg up behind you, three-legged dog, and then look towards the hands, place the foot between them, and rise up to your high lunge. So you want to be pulling forward slightly with your right hip, back with the left, so the hips are in a nice straight line. Bending that front knee, nice. And this time we're just going to release the right hand down the back of the right leg and look over the right shoulder. Inhale, draw it back up. And bring your hands down through your heart. You're going to inhale just to lift slightly, and then as you exhale, you want to twist to the left. If you want to open the arms, you can open the arms. Just keep breathing. Inhale, draw it back. And then just gently place the back knee down for our low lunge. So we're really trying to get into that right hip here. We keep the even position with the hip. And we're really trying not to put any weight on the back knee. So you're really using your glutes here to stabilize the position. And you're just going to frame your front foot. Take the leg back. So we're in all fours, on all fours, horrendous English. And just take a couple more cat-cows. So really warming up into the spine. And then you're just going to tuck your toes under, hover the knees above the mat. Keep holding, push the mat away, trying to keep that nice flat tabletop, the back, and then slowly ripple the hips up to the sky, the downward facing dog. Maybe you want to pedal knees forwards and backwards here. Maybe you want to take the legs a little bit wider and bend the knees. Find a version of the posture that feels good in your body. Spread your fingers always nice and wide on the mat. You want to lift your tailbone up towards the sky. So really trying to avoid putting any weight in the wrist. Now we're going to step the left foot into the middle of the mat. Right leg comes up behind it. Three-legged dog, look towards the hands, place the foot between the hands. This time spin the back foot so that it's parallel with the short side of the mat, and then windmill your arms up. Come into warrior two. So we're really trying to open the hips to the long side of the mat here, trying to keep that nice deep bend in the front leg. Arms out. Nice and straight. Look over the front fingertips. Try and keep that bend in the front knee. I know it's hard. Squeeze your bum cheeks under and try and keep the thighs nice and active. Inner thighs. Now we're just going to spin that front foot so that it's also parallel to the short side of the mat. Just bring the left foot in a little bit. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, just squeeze the shoulder blades together. Look up. And then as you exhale, start to hinge from the hips and fold forward. Now, not rounding the shoulders round and down and trying to bring the head down between the legs. We're keeping nice long spine. You can release the hands down if you want to. We're really trying to just stretch into the backs of the legs here. can give yourself a little wiggle if you like. And then you're just going to bring your left hand down underneath your face and open the right arm up towards the sky, obviously. Exhale, replace the left hand with the right hand and take the left hand up towards the sky. And gently release. You're going to bring your hands back onto your hips and squeeze your core in, slowly rise up. And then just take the feet so that they face into the diagonal corners of the mat. Bend the knees and you're just going to drop your bum down to come into goddess pose. You can keep your hands on your hips and bring them to your heart. So if you can squat a little bit lower, you're really trying to tuck the tailbone under here, not sticking the bum out, really tucking under. Nice. Open the arms. Make this nice right angle with the arms. And then as you exhale, I want you to draw your hands together, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, chin to chest. Just take it a couple more times. See if you can take yourself up onto the balls of the feet, and then we're just slowly going to rise. Spin the feet, face the front, arms up, frame the front foot, back, high plank. If you want to challenge yourself here on your plank, you can lift up one leg, lift up the other leg, keep going for that. And then we're just going to either come down through chaturanga or drop the knees down to the mat. Draw the chest down between the hands, keep the elbows close to the chest. Inhale, lift the chest to come into upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck your toes under and bring the hips up to downward facing dog. Just let the breath go. So we're going to step the right foot in towards the middle of the mat this time. Take the left one up behind us. And then place the foot between the hands at the front of the mat. Spin the back foot parallel to the short side of the mat. Windmill the hands up. Warrior two on this side. Whew. It's hot in the German forest this morning. And then you're going to slowly rise up. Take the foot so that both feet are parallel to the short side of the mat. And this time you're going to take your hands behind the back and place fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, look up. Inhale. And then slowly exhale. Roll down. Nice. And keep breathing into the backs of the legs here. Inhale, slowly rise up. We're going to go for goddess once again. So spin the feet out to face the opposite diagonal corners of the mat and gently drop your bum down. You can bring your hands to your heart, or you can keep your hands on your thighs, whatever feels best. Keep breathing. See if you can sink a little bit lower. See if you can come up onto the balls of the feet. And then slowly release. Come all the way to stand up. Spin the feet forward. High lunge. Place the hands either side of the front foot. Step back. High plank. Keep holding. Maybe you want to lift one leg, lift the other leg like we did on the other side. Keep going for that. And then you're either going to come through chaturanga or drop the knees down to the mat, draw the chest down between the hands, squeeze the elbows towards the ribcage and lift the chest. Come into cobra or up. As you exhale, tuck your toes under and bring it up into downward facing dog. So you're going to look towards the hands, walk or hop towards the outside of the hands with the feet. So we're in a little malasana squat. So either just the balls of the feet or the whole foot is on the mat, and you're just trying to, again, drop your tailbone down. Nice long spine. Use the elbows to just push into the inside of the thighs. Let the breath go. And try and keep it nice and regular, nice and strong. And then we're just going to drop it down. Boop. Feet are on the floor. You're just going to walk the hands back behind you. And either taking a reverse tabletop, maybe I should say that this way, reverse tabletop, or if you are feeling jazzy, or reverse plank, so the hands are facing you, push the feet into the mat, lift the hips up, and then you can just let the head hang if it feels good. Really trying to squeeze the glutes to keep the body lifted, the hips away from the mat. Gently release down. And you're just going to take the soles of the feet together. Open them away from each other using the hands. Inhale, take a nice big stretch up through the crown of the head. So you've got a nice, strong, straight back. Take the arms overhead. And as we exhale, we're just going to take the right hand behind us, left hand around to grab the top of the thigh and look over the right arm. So we're trying to get into the hips and take a little gentle spinal twist at the same time. And we're going to inhale, draw it back. And exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale, draw back up. And exhale, just take the knees together. Just draw the knees in towards the chest, take the forehead towards the knees, just give yourself a little hug. And you're just going to release the legs out. You can bring the hands to the back of the legs if you want, or out in front of you, as we take Navasana, boat pose. So really trying to draw your belly towards your thighs here, trying to keep the spine nice and long and straight, not rounding down into the left. And then as you exhale, you're going to hover above the mat and then draw it back up. And go back down and draw it back up. And we're just going to take that 3 more times. 1, 2, keep using your breath. 3, and lie down. Arms wide, legs wide. Just going to walk the feet in towards you. Reach for the backs of the heels with the fingertips. Push the hands into the mat. And then slowly lift the hips up to come into Setu Bandha Shavasana, bridge pose. Squeeze the glutes together. Try and bring the thighs towards each other. And if you want to interlace the fingers and bring the arms underneath the back, it's also an option. And then just gently release vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down. Just let the legs fall one side, let the arms flop out. Let the legs fall the other side. And then you're just going to let your legs come wide. Draw the arms down beside you. And just take a few minutes here in Shavasana. Just try and really relax your body down into the mat. Let your shoulders melt down. Try and relax the jaw. We're just going to let all that energy we've created in the practice just settle into the body. And just keep your focus on your breath. So trying not to let the mind wander. Into the past, into the future. Notice the sounds you can hear around you. Notice the air tickling your face. And take a nice big inhale. Stretch overhead, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Just bring your knees into the chest, hands onto the knees, and just wiggle side to side. And then you're just going to let the legs fall over, just roll over onto one side. And then just slowly make your way up to comfortable seated position, so whatever that is. Bring your hands onto your knees, close your eyes. We're going to take a nice big inhale through the nose. And hold the breath in. And then just gently sigh it out. Just releasing any tension you might still be holding on to in your body. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale. Hold the breath in. And gently sigh the breath away. And just notice the change in your breathing. So are you taking nice, long, deep, better quality breaths than you were at the beginning of our practice? Try and hold on to this integrity in the breath throughout your day. And when you're ready, just blink the eyes open, a nice big smile. I'd like to thank you so much for joining, for making it this far. Congratulations for making a morning yoga practice a priority. Yeah, thanks for joining my video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe up there and share it with anyone that you think might enjoy it as well. And I will see you again here soon. Thank you.